Hey guys, how's it going? I am WWE Hall of Famer Lita, welcoming you to General Admission Wrestling.
You know it's all about the flow!
First of all, thank you very much. But second of all, if you have been watching the Rumble on the beach, you know that Adam Cole is your new #1 contender for the GAW World Championship. It puts him in an elite class, and both of the previous two Rumble winners, Bandito and Matt Hardy, went on to win titles. Can Adam Cole make it 3 for 3 against current world champion Keith Lee? Cole returned from months away from GAW. Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? Let me take you back about a year ago, actually 2 years, let's say. It took me a long damn time to even think about it again, but I spent 2 weeks as Intercontinental Champion. I lost twice, and I basically never won again. 2 goddamn weeks! You don't have any idea what that did to me. Not one of you has ever been so great that losing at all is a shock. You spend all day, every day losing. But when you're a living legend, when you've dominated the world, when you're the most popular wrestler on the planet, you don't lose. But like that wasn't bad enough. Like I hadn't been humiliated enough. If I have to hear the phrase great match one more time, I'm gonna retire tomorrow. I'm not out here to put on great matches. I'm out here to win. That's what Adam Cole does. So not only do I have to lose, I have to hear about how close I was and how maybe I'm just a tactical change away from winning again. I went home every night to my gorgeous dentist fiance, a broken man, because I wasn't the Adam Cole even I knew. I didn't know myself, so how the hell was I supposed to beat anyone? I thought about retiring, thought about coaching, thought about training, thought about managing, thought about hanging up my boots as one of the greatest ever and making a living as a streamer, because when you're Adam Cole, baby, you don't need wrestling to make money. But you do need wrestling to live. There is no feeling better than dominating in this ring. No feeling quite like knowing a guy fought as hard as he could, but still couldn't beat me because I'm just that damn good. I needed wrestling. And judging by what's happened in GAW since I left, wrestling needs me. So when I figured that out, all I had to do was think for a second about how Adam Cole could get back on top. Get back on top, I said, because I've already been there and you all know it. You all remember when Adam Cole, baby, ran the world. I changed wrestling. I didn't do it alone, though. The days when all the talk was about us, when we ran the show every week, when we became the biggest company on earth, when our owner didn't even want us. That's where Adam Cole was really born. That's where modern wrestling was really born, and it takes numbers to do that. For 2 years, I was lost in my own head because somewhere deep down, I knew what I needed was the best in the world by my side, fighting with me. But I tried not to think about it. For years, all of you stupid, arrogant, know-nothing, big-mouthed, out-of-shape, internet-addicted piece of stick marks told me I needed to do something on my own to prove I was the best ever. You told me I was carried by my own friends, and I believed you. That's the last mistake I'll ever make. Because here I am, Adam Cole, the winner of the Rumble on the Beach, the next GAW World Champion, and the man who's about to change the game once again. Oh my God, that's GAW World Champion Keith Lee's out cold. I think many of you know Mark Coffey. See, he was a guy who everyone talked about because they thought it was cool to know him. It was exclusive because most people didn't know who he was. Not one of you actually cared enough to watch him at all. You didn't know anything about him, and that's why Keith Lee didn't think twice when he saw him. Keith Lee is just like all of you. He doesn't know shit, but I do. I spent years building the internet darling, only for everyone to turn their backs on us as soon as they got bored. But that's not gonna happen again, because you will never be able to deny us now. I'm done with trying to win your approval by myself. It's time for me to become GAW World Champion with the family I helped create. We changed wrestling once, and we're about to do it again. Keith Lee and the people who loved him ruined us the first time because they're all marks, every one of you. And you're not getting away from me this time, Keith. It's a new era in GAW. Long live the black and gold. Events of the year in GAW, especially since we made the switch to 30 men. Here it is. Adam Cole wins it. And now, I don't even know how to describe what just happened with him. And now it's Claudio Castagnoli, who also debuted in the Rumble. And now he's getting his first official match in GAW, first official singles match, I should say. Obviously a worldwide fan favorite, by the way, folks. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is down in the description. Because that's the sort of thing, there's going to be updates coming all the time. A former Rumble winner, Matt Hardy, a couple years ago, season 1, Matt Hardy wins the Rumble on the Beach from number 8, goes on to become Intercontinental Champion. And for those of you that were with us back then, you remember everything that happened with Matt Hardy, with Alpha, that whole situation, which helped launch Aleister Black into becoming one of the great wrestlers in modern GAW history. Hardy missed out on the Rumble this year, but gets a chance here against Claudio Castagnoli. And with the specter of Adam Cole as the new #1 contender abound. Castagnoli, I don't need to tell you, maybe the strongest man in the sport of professional wrestling. Matt Hardy going for the springboard crossbody. Castagnoli gives him the nope treatment. So with Adam Cole, Mark Coffey. Adam Cole says, long live the black and gold. I don't think I need to tell you what that's all about. Knee bar here from Castagnoli. A true all-rounder is the man from Switzerland, and we're seeing it here. The submission wrestling, while it might not be his preferred way to finish matches, he can certainly grind you down with it. And it's just effortless strength from Claudio. This is what we saw in the Rumble, but unfortunately for Claudio, his skill set is not best utilized in a Rumble situation. Matt Hardy able to come off the shoulders, beautifully done from the former Intercontinental Champion. And of course, in Hardy's case, a former 3-time tag team champion as well with brother Jeff. Castagnoli trying to make up for a disappointing Rumble on the Beach appearance. And he's doing a great job of it so far. Early stages, we're about 1:30 into this match, but Castagnoli dropped the knee, hooks the leg. Castagnoli, no. Again, you want to talk about the strength that Claudio brings to the table. We're going to get to see it. The more and more he fights, the more you realize this is an incredibly difficult man to beat, because the power advantage at any given time is so lopsided. Castagnoli, Scorpion deathlock is in right in the middle of the ring. That is tremendous ring awareness from Castagnoli, sitting back on the Scorpion deathlock. Castagnoli releases the hold, and Castagnoli going straight for the pin. We've seen him do this kind of thing before. Castagnoli, no. I like the strategy, especially because Matt Hardy, I mean, we know that he's come into contact with that particular hold many times, so that could be an issue for Castagnoli, but I prefer this strategy from him, trying to mix things up against Hardy. I like it a lot. So now Matt Hardy, he's going to be in a tough position here against Castagnoli. Let's see what he does. Up onto the top ropes goes Castagnoli. Matt Hardy. Hardy, he might be thinking twist of fate from the top, but it's Castagnoli. Frees himself in an uppercut from the middle rope. Claudio Castagnoli, tremendous awareness and defense, and just blasts Matt Hardy with that uppercut. And now the Swiss Superman, look at this. Completely effortless strength. Airplane spin into the Blue Thunder Bomb. Castagnoli, he got it. What a performance from Claudio. That's a way to come back after the Rumble. It was disappointment for Claudio there. But now he has just taken apart a former Intercontinental Champion. Look at this, Hardy certainly thinking avalanche twist of fate, but Castagnoli, so much velocity on that. Matt Hardy had no chance. So we've got Adam Cole returning and winning the Rumble. We've got Claudio Castagnoli as good as ever. And so much more to come here on Friday Night Storm. But we go now to Consequences Creed, who ran into yet more YouTube stars at Bash at the Beach. They got to get every YouTuber in the world just to beat me. What does Chris Danger want out of this? Does he think any person on earth would believe he's actually the better wrestler after everything he's done? I've beaten him on the biggest stage in wrestling. I beat Brandon Collins in his first match. I'll beat Phoenix Nitro without breaking a sweat. And then what, Chris? When even you have to admit that I'm the better man? Well, I guess we'll find out what happens then. I was kind of hoping the story between Consequences Creed and Chris Danger would be over by now, given how long those two have been at each other's throats. I was hoping that specifically Consequences Creed would be able to move past that and start maybe to fight for championships in GAW, something like that, because he clearly has that capability. But apparently not, because Chris Danger and his YouTube buddies just keep getting involved more and more. Charlotte Flair, we say it every time, she's been disappointing in GAW so far, there's no doubt about it. A woman who did absolutely everything there is to do in WWE, and yet hasn't been able to further that in GAW. She would never tell you that. She would resent anyone who says that, obviously. But the facts are right there. The numbers are there. Charlotte Flair has yet to win a title in GAW in over 2 years in the promotion. That's the longest she's gone without winning a championship since her rookie year. Charlotte Flair has been undoubtedly one of the best female wrestlers on earth for almost a decade now. But in GAW, it just hasn't come together for her, and it is not going to get any easier for the Queen here tonight. GAW World Champion Kacy Catanzaro, a woman who has gone the absolute opposite of Charlotte Flair, who hadn't figured it all out when she first started in professional wrestling. But coming to GAW, it has all come together for Kacy, winning the US Championship and the World Championship. Catanzaro has been on a run unlike any we've seen since Asuka won the title. You can check out the website, generaladmissionwrestling.com. You can see the full histories of all of our championships. You can see the similarities between what Kacy Catanzaro has done and what Asuka did when she held the title for over 2 years. And this is part of the reason that Catanzaro has been so good. She does not shy away from any challenger or any opponent. And this is exactly what we've come to expect from the world champion. Charlotte Flair, though, certainly understands that what she's looking at is the most important match of her season so far. Catanzaro has been obviously showcasing the athleticism at every opportunity. She is the best female athlete on the planet. Charlotte Flair able to stay away from that drop kick. However, what Catanzaro has improved on that has taken her from great athlete to great champion has been her defense. So things like the Charlotte Flair trademark figure 8 have been huge issues for Catanzaro in the past. Now Catanzaro understands how to do it in a Phoenix Splash from Catanzaro. Are you kidding me with the air on that? Flair kicks out at 1. More from Catanzaro. It just doesn't stop for the Women's World Champion. Flair, oh, Catanzaro. Flair tried to uncork a right hand on the World Champ, and Catanzaro again, as I say, the defense has been spectacular. And then there is that. Catanzaro, the best female athlete on the planet right now. And she is showcasing it every match she's in. DDT. She is a perpetual motion machine. Catanzaro, no. Now we saw it against Shayna Baszler, how far Catanzaro has come. A submission match against one of the most dangerous submission wrestlers on the planet. Catanzaro controlled it. And we might see more of that against Charlotte Flair, but a big boot from Flair takes Catanzaro out of her offensive rhythm. Flair, it's her first real opportunity, but an uncharacteristic mistake from the Queen. She left Catanzaro's foot underneath the ropes, so Flair has to drag her back towards the center of the ring. And that's gonna be a mistake because Catanzaro can get back up to her feet. Catanzaro, she's shot in, takedown, and here it is. Modified Indian deathlock. It's how she beats Shayna Baszler. Charlotte Flair needs to perch up. She's trying to get up on her arms. Charlotte Flair has had enough. Catanzaro forces another tap out with the modified Indian deathlock. How good has Kacy Catanzaro been? I mean, it's unreal for the Women's World Champion. She is such a joy to watch as well. Everything she does. And the fact that she's added this to her game on top of that. Truly unbelievable. Kacy Catanzaro has become the best female wrestler on the planet. In her short time in GAW. I mean, it is a joy to watch her compete. One of the best there is. And still so young and so new to the sport, Catanzaro is creating a legacy all her own. And we get to see it unfold in GAW. But could it all come to a screeching halt? Because former GAW Women's World Champion Io Shirai makes her return next week. Shirai takes on former world champion Dakota Kai in a #1 contenders match. Shirai, one of the most popular wrestlers in the history of the GAW women's division, and she is making a return for the first time in 3 years here to GAW. It could be Shirai versus Catanzaro, but we'll have to find out. That #1 contenders match is next week. Plus, next week's main event sees Adam Cole, the winner of the Rumble on the Beach, take on Kofi Kingston, an old rival and a man he eliminated in that competition. Let's hear from Kofi Kingston ahead of their main event next week. Hearing Adam Cole earlier took me back. At the lowest moment of every man's career is the highest point of someone else's. Great athletes always keep that stuff in perspective, and I'm not saying I'm great, but I at least know not to overreact like Adam Cole did. Adam, you haven't grown up at all. You've just persuaded people to play your game with you. You'll leave them all behind like you always do. Is it time for the main event already? My God, this show has just flown by. So it's hard to remember that it began with Adam Cole introducing the black and gold with Mark Coffey, and I'm being informed by the man himself that this main event also features a black and gold representative. Is that Gifted Punishment here? These two obviously took on War Machine on the admission fee at Bash at the Beach. Damian Martinez and QT Marshall, the team of Gifted Punishment. They came up short against War Machine, but they certainly gave the tag team champions a run for their money. So is that who Adam Cole was talking about? maybe not. Mustache Mountain making a long-awaited return to GAW. Trent Seven has been battling injuries for much of the last 2 years, as well as competing as an individual on the European circuit. Tyler Bate has been teaming with Pete Dunne as part of British Strong Style. But the famed English team of Mustache Mountain makes their return. This is a team with history in GAW. And I'm gonna assume that this is who Adam Cole decided to bring in. I mean, it fits. Mustache Mountain have a history with Mark Coffey and his ilk. Trent Seven, Tyler Bate have challenged for the GAW Tag Team Championships on 3 occasions. They came up short in every one, but things might be different now. And let's bring in, I am told, the Rumble on the Beach winner, Adam Cole, standing by to watch this match. So Adam, I gotta ask you a question first off. Is it Mustache Mountain? Is that who you brought in to represent you in the black and gold, as you call it? You're a bit stupid if I gotta answer that question, to be quite honest with you. Yes, I brought in Mustache Mountain. I wouldn't have touched Gifted Punishment because you saw what they looked like against War Machine. Are you kidding me? But I brought in Mustache Mountain because these are 2 guys that I know really well. I know what they can do. I know how incredible they are as a tag team. And they're 2 guys that, much like me, haven't gotten the respect that they have deserved in GAW since they came here. So it only seems simple that I bring them in. They were all for it because they recognize, just like I did, that even though we changed the world years ago, GAW just straight up doesn't respect us. I mean, you said that earlier on, but I mean, you're a former Intercontinental Champion, so it's not as if you haven't done anything in GAW. So don't you think a bit of your problem has been the fact that you weren't able to win once becoming the champion? Come on now. If I hear more talk like that from you, I might just have to throw down, whip your ass right now. Obviously, I didn't do what I was hoping to do for a couple years here, but I think the more pressing matter is the fact that Adam Cole, baby, changed the game in professional wrestling, and no one's giving me the credit that I deserve for that. Certainly not in GAW. And Mustache Mountain is the same way. So I don't want to hear that kind of crap coming out of your mouth again. Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, they look phenomenal here in the early stages of this match. Tyler Bate from the top, big splash from the big strong boy. Mustache Mountain, they could get the win right here over Marshall. No. Adam, the reports are that you were backstage with Claudio Castagnoli after his match with Matt Hardy. Can you speak to that at all? What were you doing with him? No. I mean, look, I'm not gonna tell you about my exact strategy, because again, that would be foolish. That's your job, not mine. But what I will say is that you look at Claudio, you see the strongest man in wrestling. You also see a man who helped revolutionize the world with us. The black and gold is about taking on these guys that change the world of wrestling but don't get that kind of respect. We have a history with Claudio. We know who he is. I've seen him before. I've fought him before. So I wanted him to be part of what we were trying to do here. So can you talk about what exactly you told him, how you made that recruiting pitch? It's very simple. You look at what the black and gold has established already. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? The only issue is whether we want you, not whether you want to be with us. Tyler Bate from the top. Bate with a 450 splash on Damian Martinez. Tyler Bate, he has Martinez dead to rights. QT Marshall able to break up that pinfall. Tyler Bate, standing moonsault. Marshall and Trent Seven getting into it, moving to the outside. But Tyler Bate, that means he's left alone with Damian Martinez. Adam, while I have you here, just quick question. Have you considered Damian Martinez at all? He has history with the black and gold as well. I'm not going to answer that. Martinez letting it fly on Bate. Martinez, south of heaven. And just like that, Gifted Punishment have their best opportunity of the match. Damian Martinez, no! I had no question at all what was going to happen on that. Trent Seven overcoming QT Marshall on the outside. Martinez reckoning on Tyler Bate. I don't think Martinez noticed that Trent Seven had overcome QT Marshall. Trent Seven is there to break up the pin. And now Seven, what a right hand shot on Damian Martinez. This is what the black and gold is all about. You see the teamwork between Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. That's the sort of thing you can expect from the black and gold. We work as a unit, we work as a team. This is exactly what I was telling these guys. And again, it's all about wanting to join us. Everyone does. But Mustache Mountain are the guys I wanted. QT Marshall laying out Tyler Bate, and now Marshall up to the top, elbow drop. Tag in, here comes Martinez. It was all Mustache Mountain early on, but now Gifted Punishment have really recovered well. And Damian Martinez once again showing off this strength. Martinez, now it's the cross arm breaker from Damian Martinez, and Trent Seven not gonna mess around with that at all. The big man once again shifting his focus to Trent Seven. Martinez basically fighting 2-on-1 here. But he has done a terrific job of that, and now Martinez, south of heaven, to Trent Seven as well. Martinez has completely laid him out. Martinez sent him into the corner, but he didn't see Tyler Bate from behind. Martinez, he has looked directly at Trent Seven. He's not even paying attention to Tyler Bate, who is the legal man in this matchup, and that might go to hurt him. Typical. This is why I picked Mustache Mountain and not Gifted Punishment. This is the dumb, stupid shit that Gifted Punishment is all about, and that's why they couldn't win the tag team championships. But that's also why Mustache Mountain will win here tonight and become the tag team champions in short order. Tyler Bates trying to do that right now with a cover on Martinez, and again, Marshall breaks things up, and now Trent Seven all over QT Marshall. And once again, Seven and Marshall battling to the outside. It leaves Bate and Martinez alone, and now Bate, Tyler Driver. Tyler Bate, he's got Martinez in, no! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Tyler Bate almost had it, but Bate from the top, elbow drop, Martinez move. I can't believe Tyler Bate didn't win this thing right there. Bate went for the gut wrench, and Martinez turned it into a crossbody. Martinez with a leg drop. What a match this has been here in our main event. And now it's Damian Martinez with a double chicken wing on the big strong boy. Shades of the great Ricky Steamboat as Trent Seven returns to the fold. Martinez, he's going into the boxing stance, and he lets loose on Tyler Bate. Martinez is fighting dangerously close to the Mustache Mountain corner, but it doesn't matter. Damian Martinez, and now a right hand on Trent Seven. Martinez is a madman in this match, and look who it is, QT Marshall. Seven, oh my God! Combination move by Mustache Mountain. Tyler Bates going after QT Marshall. Damian Martinez is down on the outside. Bates sends Marshall into the ring. Martinez sends Bate into the stairs. Typical undiscipline from Gifted Punishment. It's what we come to expect. Martinez to the outside. Tyler Bate now repays him in kind. This match has been absolutely brutal. But you can tell how much Gifted Punishment has learned from their match with War Machine. They may not have come out on top in that one, but you can tell how much better they've become. That's what happens when you face a team as good, as dominant as War Machine is. So Adam, while I have you here, I might as well ask. War Machine also has a lot of history with the black and gold. So are they a team that maybe you'd be looking at? No comment. Trent Seven now the legal man, and Seven will make his way to the outside. We are almost 10 minutes in to this main event tag team match. Mustache Mountain representing the black and gold, led by Adam Cole. Adam Cole, Bay. Say it right, damn it. Mustache Mountain representing the black and gold, led by the winner of the Rumble on the beach. And we know, as is GAW tradition, After Party is coming in about a month. And Adam, I imagine that's, wait a minute, Trent Seven with a missile drop kick. Wow. So Adam, I imagine After Party is where you're gonna get your World Championship shot. If it makes me the most money, then that's where it's gonna be. I'm not gonna pull a Matt Hardy. I'm not gonna do it beforehand. I'm gonna make sure that the most eyes are watching Adam Cole Bay become GAW World Champion, where I was meant to be. Double team move incoming from Gifted Punishment. Martinez sent Seven flying. Trent Seven trying to go low against QT Marshall. Marshall was all over that one. A solid fundamental wrestler, and now Marshall and Trent Seven again brawling to the outside. This is pretty much where these two have been all contest. I don't know if there's been some history, if there's been some words backstage between Marshall and Seven. I don't know what the deal is. But now QT Marshall trying to force Trent Seven to tap out on the outside. Tyler Bate with a drop kick to Marshall, and now Marshall sent Bate into the ring, and he eats the knee from Trent Seven. Uncharacteristic mental mistake from QT Marshall has allowed Trent Seven to get the upper hand. And now Seven rolls into the ring. Little showboating here from Trent Seven. QT Marshall, though, coming in from behind. A mistake from Trent Seven, it has to be said, as Marshall, two quick shots to the lower back, and there's a third. Marshall going straight after Trent Seven's lower back. He's obviously identified a weakness, and now QT Marshall bring Trent Seven around into the Gifted Punishment corner. Here comes Damian Martinez. Martinez is gonna go up top. QT Marshall is gonna send Martinez into Seven with the assisted shoulder tackle. This match has been absolutely insane. The cover here from Martinez broken up by Tyler Bate, and now Bate and Marshall locking horns. Martinez, Seven on the inside, suplex from the big man Damian Martinez, who has been so good in his GAW career but hasn't been able to win the big one just yet. And now Trent Seven lights him up. Overhand chops. Seven turns him around. Marshall lighting up Tyler Bate on the outside, but Trent Seven laying out Damian Martinez. Seven, he's got the cover. Trent Seven wins it for Mustache Mountain. Trent Seven wins an unbelievable main event match for the team of Mustache Mountain, representing the black and gold. Adam Cole, who joined us on commentary. I appreciate the opportunity to interview the new #1 contender for the World Championship, but it certainly seems as though Adam Cole's black and gold is a force to be reckoned with. We saw Mark Coffey take out Keith Lee earlier, and now Mustache Mountain winning an incredible match. so much more to come. After party is in less than a month, and we know what can happen at the after party. Thank you so much for joining us here, folks. We'll see you on Monday for GAW Evolution 3 Strikes. The first ever 3 Strikes match in GAW history is just over a week away, so you will not want to miss a second. We'll see you then. We appreciate you.